So here is my swatch to show you on the sock pattern how to work in the gusset stitches. For this example, I only have 3 double stitches on each side, and then I have I think 5 gusset stitches that I'm going to work in just for demonstration purposes. So here I've finished working my double stitches, and I've just done the last one, the third one that's right here. So I'm just going to knit across all the way to the marker because I'm going to be working my gusset stitches in right now. So I'll pull that one to the back with a bit of tension, and as I knit across, I knit those double stitches as if they were just one stitch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now I need to remove my marker to work in the gusset stitch. Checking out my gusset stitch is the beige one that's here. So I'm going to slip the beige stitch, the gusset stitch, over to the right needle, put my marker back on the left needle. Now it says to slip the second last stitch over the first. Now the second last is this one, over the first blue stitch over the white. And now I need to slip it back to the left needle. There, I'm done. That worked in my first gusset stitch. And I'm going to turn my work. So I turn my work, now I need to purl back without working that stitch again, just purl back to the other side, and we'll work in the gusset stitch on the other side. Now again, when I come to my double stitches from my German short rows, I have 3, 1, 2, 3. This is actually just a regular stitch. It's my double stitches, purling them as if they're one. And now I've come to the other marker, so I'm going to remove the marker, slip one gusset stitch to this right needle, put my marker back on the left needle. Now I need to pull this stitch over, so that's actually decreasing. I've decreased by 1 here, getting rid of one of the blue stitches. And then I need to turn my slip this one back onto the left needle and turn my work. Now I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to knit across to the other side. Until I get to the marker. Now as you come to the end, if you're using a contrast heel on this sock, you can see the last stitch before the marker is actually beige and the second last one's blue. So I'm going to actually work across and knit that one beige stitch. Now I've come to the marker, remove the marker, slip the next gusset stitch to the right needle, put the marker back on the left needle. Now I'm going to slip this blue stitch over the beige stitch. So I've just decreased by 1, worked in that one gusset stitch, and I need to slip this stitch back to the left needle. Now I turn. Now I just keep doing that. So I'm going to purl back to the marker. And we just keep working these stitches in one by one. Working that beige stitch, remove the marker, slip that stitch to the right needle, pass this stitch over it, put the marker back on, onto the left needle. Then I move this beige stitch back to the left needle. Turn my work. And knit across to the other side. Now slowly we're going to be working back to getting half the target number stitches that we started with. So if you started with a medium sock, you had 22 stitches on this needle. We'll gradually work our way back till we get there. So we're going to knit this last beige stitch, remove the marker, slip one beige stitch to the right needle, put the marker back on the left needle. Now pass the blue stitch over the beige and then move it back to the left needle. I like to do that all in one step. Then I turn and I'm ready to go. So purling back. There we go. Got one more to go. that last beige stitch and remove the marker, slip one beige one, put the marker back on the left needle. Now pass the blue stitch over the beige and then put it back on the left needle. Turn my work. Now I've got 3 left there and 3 left here. So you're going to keep going, doing this, working them in one at a time. When you're all done, you'll end up with one beige or main color stitch left on each end and all heel color stitches in between. Then you know you're done. Hope this helps.